speaking of the beauty and fashion industry in Nigeria, with a population of over 200 million people and a growing middle class, Nigeria has become a hub for fashion and beauty, creating opportunity for entrepreneurs and investors to tap into its thriving beauty market. Today on SME Hub, we will be speaking with a fashion and beauty entrepreneur who will be speaking with us about the industry, its dynamism and economic value it brings. I'm being joined by Noma Ogenerukewe Modebe. She's the CEO, Drush Brand. Now, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, you actually look like someone who is really in the beauty and fashion industry. We don't have to think about it twice. So tell me, what are the factors that motivated you to go into, this industry?
Okay, so I've been very passionate since when I've been in school, like university, about women, fashion, beauty, and confidence. And I feel when a woman is beautiful, feels beautiful, and looks beautiful, she's confident and she can achieve whatever she sets to achieve for herself. So that was the propelling force to pull me into beauty and fashion.
And not Nigeria's wala. All right, so tell us, when starting up this business, what are the challenges you faced? Because we know how hard it is to start up a business in Nigeria.
Yeah, it's a whole lot, and even if I start today, we might not finish
Start.
today. So I'll just highlight a few. There are numerous, but one of the problems that we face is the unstable rates of dollar,
Forex.
And Forex. It's quite challenging because, for example, I sell hairs. I deal with so many fashion brands like jewelries, hairs, bundle extensions, clothing, and everything fashion per se. And when you buy hairs today and you finish selling today, you might have a customer that wants same hair tomorrow, and you probably don't have that particular stock on ground. You have to place an order. Tomorrow the rate has changed, and they got it yesterday for 100,000, and today you're telling them it's 115 or 105,000 naira, and they're like, what's going on? So it's quite challenging. And even with getting stuffs from abroad over here, today they are telling you it's so price, excess price to ship it in. Tomorrow it's changing, so it's affecting the changes in prices. Even customers are complaining. Everything is difficult. Okay, the other day a client came into the shop and she was quite hot, and you know the situation in Nigeria, you can't be running diesel or fuel constantly unlike before. So that day we had to run, like, okay, let's put on the power, so because we tried to reduce costs as much as possible. So that day we were telling her, okay, let's go back and turn on so that you can feel comfortable and all. And she was like, oh no, she's actually rushing, and we lost that customer. That day. It was quite sad. I was really sad. And so that's why I had to get an inverter, and those are really expensive. And compared to what you are making, the margin is quite low. But because I'm passionate about it, I get sad some days, but then it's my passion, it's what I love doing. So that's where I drag energy from and then come back and continue. It's a whole lot.
How do you tend to overcome all of these challenges?
I'll just say it's God and passion, honestly, like I just said. Because if I didn't have the passion, I swear I would have run away from, it would have been a quit. So I'll just say it's God and passion, like the transition every day. It's crazy, but it's just been God so far and my passion for it.
Yeah, so I understand that hairs, clothing, accessories, they all fall under the fashion and beauty industry. But is it not cumbersome, to actually venture into this strong, because they're all strong, businesses.
Yeah.
So don't you get overwhelmed, or how do you manage to bring three of them together?
Yeah, I get this question most times because I'm not just an entrepreneur. I'm also a wife. I'm also a mother of 2 adorable girls. So my family needs my attention, my business needs my attention, and in my business I have all these things I'm doing at the same time. But I want a situation whereby somebody comes to me as a woman and wants to look good. I have everything to provide. You don't need to say, oh, I'm getting hair here, let me go to the next shop and get. You can get everything here. So it makes them more comfortable, and my stuffs are actually very unique. So once you come in, you can get everything. You always come back. Yeah.
So speaking about unique stuff, do you source for all of this locally, or they're all foreign
so
stuff?
I source because I also have a clothing brand, like I said. So I source and I make some African print attires into clothing. So I source for those ones locally, and then even some jewelries. I have some like locally made ones. So I source for those locally, and then others internationally.
Yeah. So the challenges you mentioned, dollar being an issue when you actually. Apart from that, are there other challenges involved in the foreign, sourcing the materials?
I think that's like the major. That's like the major challenge. And then you could also get like delays in flights and all that. And then you tell the customer you're expecting your package between 7 to 10 working days, and then there's a delay, probably with customs or something. And then you have to tell that customer, oh, sorry, this particular time will not work anymore due to this. Some customers are understanding, but some will definitely get angry, probably, and I don't blame them. They must have planned to use it for something and all, but...
So you just do retail, or you're into the wholesale venture? So
for now, I do the retail, but I am looking forward to expanding and providing, because I've had people come to me and say, oh, your stuffs are really nice, they're unique, can we buy and resell? So I'm looking into that so that other women can plug in and also have different sources of income. So how has
retail marketing been? It can't be stressful.
Yes, I must say it's very stressful, it's very overwhelming. At the same time, you're happy when you see those smiles, when you see your customers are actually satisfied getting the product, and they're happy using it, they're recommending you, they're referring you, you're going. I didn't have a shop before. It was strictly online. So because of the referrals, the growth the brand has experienced, I'm happy and I'm smiling. Even in the chaos, I'm still smiling. So thanks to God and thanks to passion and my clients.
Yeah, speaking about the online presence, what do you think about digital marketing? Has it helped your business in any way?
Oh, yes, a lot. In fact, since the time of COVID, I think everything has changed.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody has learned to transition from that, and the online space has actually grown. It has helped most businesses. You can be selling from the comfort of your home and still be cashing out. So yeah, the online presence has really helped me. Most times we have even more online clients than the physical store, like working clients. Yeah.
So talk to us about the profitability of the business, because you've been talking about the chaos, can be overwhelming, it can be this. So how's the profitability like?
Yeah, it's like I said, there's been growth. I was just online selling from the comfort of my home, but now I have grown because I've had some profits coming, which was it's substantial, that has helped me achieve this growth that I have now. So it's profitable. Women want to look good, they want to feel good, so they're always buying, even if they complain that, oh, things are bad, things are this, things are that, but they still buy because they need to look good and feel good about themselves.
All right, now let's move to the hair business now. Do you source locally, or you travel all the way to Vietnam?
Why?
Or the people that travel all the way to China, they come back to sell contacts, and the whole Guahara is happening online now. So how do you do yours?
Okay, so I source for it not locally, but I'm not going to mention where I source from, because that's like my trade secret. Yes,
that's why people sell it, right?
So that's where trade secretly, but I say where I buy from now probably. So I would still like people to come to me and buy. So for that, it's internationally, not locally a source, yeah, and from a very good source, legit. You can use your hair. Like this hair I have on, I've had it for 5 years plus, and it's still, I just
comes
need to
out beautiful.
yeah.
So now you're actually an employer of labor because you run a business, definitely. So what are the things you look out for when you actually employ sales representatives or people can actually stand in for your business? Like you said, you have a lot of things you're doing, you're a mother and all of that. So what are the things you look out for?
Okay, so first of all, if I want to employ someone, one of the striking things I would look out for is your outward appearance, how you look. That's the first thing that gets people before they even get to know you. So I look at you. Are you presentable? Are you a smiley face? Are you someone that is approachable? Because you can't have somebody walk into your store and then clients are looking at somebody just frowning or unapproachable. The client might just say, oh, sorry, I stepped into the wrong place. So that's the first thing I look out for. Then every other thing would follow. But that is the major stuff I look for. Yeah.
So speaking about your clothing line, do you sew yourself? Because there are people who actually sew themselves. How does your clothing line work?
Okay, so I have the gift of, thank you, Jesus. I have the gift of marketing, not really having like a handy stuff like sewing and all that. So I have a tailor, who sews, and then I just bring in my product. I give the tailor the designs and all that because I'm quite creative. So I give the tailor the designs and then she just makes it, and then I bring it to the shop, market it online, and that's.
So what other look, let's talk about the advantages now, because I really want us to talk about the good part of your business. So what can you say are the advantages apart from the profitability part of your business?
Getting to meet new people. Like for my brand, I've made friends. From clients, I've made friends, more business opportunities. I get to go to place like, okay, from being a client at first, because I'm quite approachable and then I have a good sales skill. So with time, the customer just gets comfortable and even feels safe to say, oh, you are my friend now. Can you come over for this? Can you come over for this? Can you do this for me? And so I get to meet people from all spheres of life, and it has opened other doors for me. So that is a very wonderful and beautiful advantage of having a business.
Of running your business.
Of running my business, because there are other businesses.
Of course. So have you had issues of what I ordered and what I got? Have you had any issue like that?
Yes.
Because people's expectation, sorry to cut you, can be really high, and sometimes you might see something and it might not appear to be, you know, how it is. So have you had experiences like that?
I think I have had a few. I can count maybe like 3. Not much, because most times is what I have, we put it in picture mode, we display, it looks exactly, and then when the client gets it, they're like, oh wow, it's even more beautiful than what. But I've had cases with like, oh, I thought this color was cream, not white. I thought this color was, so just little issues like that. But because it's so beautiful, they'll just
so that's how you do with it.
They'll just, that's how I do with it, and I'm like, oh, praise God, this is just luck. And customer will be like, oh, but it's still beautiful, I can still rock it like this. Oh, thank you so much. So those are like the little, but I really don't have that problem of what I ordered versus not so bad.
All right. So for people who want to go into this line of business here in Nigeria, you understand how the country is. Like you said, from COVID, it just keeps getting worse. Or let me say, it keeps getting better and better. So what advice do you have for people who want to venture into any, of the businesses that you have?
First of all, before you start, you need to pray and ask God for direction, because not everybody's cut out for business, to be honest. You could start today and get so frustrated and run out tomorrow. So what I would advise is, first of all, pray to God and ask him for direction. Secondly, please do your research on whatever you have decided to go into. And then thirdly, you have to like really when you finally research and know what you're going for, start small. Like start from family and friends. You could, if you're going into something that involves maybe baking or something that has to do with hands, like eating and stuff, start with your friends, make something, show them and see their reactions to it, and then you can start from there and try to modify if there are stuff you need to modify about it. And okay, so if you are into products and all that, you can also start with your friends, church members, and
so
once your product
what
is
about
good,
the hair business? You know, hair business, it's not really easy to start small. It is not.
It's not.
So what advice would you give?
Okay, so if you want to branch into hair business, you need to, hair business is quite, because I started when I was in school. I was scammed, I was duped. I bought products that were bad, I couldn't sell to anybody. So first of all, you need to like get a supplier that you feel is genuine. There are some people that sell their contact and all, you could buy from them if you know that they sell good quality. You could buy from them so that you're not wasting money experimenting, because then we didn't even have all this sell contact and all. So I was sourcing, spending money. Thank God I had the money to even spend. I was spending money to get that. So you need to it's really not easy. So you need to do that, and then when you eventually get somebody, it's best you try it on, like at least buy one. Since it's hair you want to do, it's a costly business. At least get one for yourself, wear it, work it into different styles. If you're buying good human hair, you could color it, you could trim, you could curl, you could flat tongue it, anyhow. So wear different styles, let people see how you look with it, and they'll be like, oh, where did you get your hair from? I like, oh, I sell. But for now, I do on pre-order basis. If you don't have capital, get their money, tell them when you would be delivering. So you're not even using your money, someone is giving you that money, and then you're buying and purchasing, and you're just collecting. So when you start from there, you start saving, and with time you can now buy some that you can have on ground, that you say, oh, I have this on ground, and then these other ones are on pre-order. So yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Ruki. It was really insightful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me as well.